So the moment we've all been waiting for. You ready? Talisha, you ready?
I'm ready.
Talisha Birdsong, how old are you?
I'm.
What's up, A1 fam? It's your boy A1 the God back with another one. But before I get started with anything, make sure you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get more bangers like this one. Now, as y'all know, I do like this advice vlog type of deal, and we got another one for you today because I gotta make sure y'all learn something from this channel. I had to hit up a really good friend of mine. She actually was my former supervisor, and she just started her own business. And wait until the end to see how old she is. Doing big things out here, just decided to work full-time for herself. So we're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about making your own money, getting your own bag when you want to. Y'all thought y'all were just gonna sit and watch us talk? Oh no. Oh no, y'all coming with me. So come on, let's go ahead and go. We're gonna go to her storefront right now. Come on. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Oh, they definitely about to hit my ass. Let me close this. Damn, it's hot out here. She, like I was saying, got a storefront. So we about to head over there. And I'm excited to see it because this is my first time going too. So this is my first time seeing her since I left the company that we both used to work for. So I'm super excited to see her. I've been talking to her a lot, but you know, we're gonna see how this goes. All right, so update. Is this thing on? Yeah, it is. So update. It's still hot as a bitch. Jesus. And I want to turn the air on right now, but it's gonna drown out the sound or whatever. But so I had to stop at the gas station. But yeah, drop down in the comment section what business you're trying to grow and what you're doing to get there, whether it's YouTube, whether it's branding, whether it's marketing, whether it's Amazon affiliate, whether it's a cleaning business, whatever it is. Drop it down in the comment section if you feel comfortable and tell me 3 things that you're doing to reach that goal of working for yourself one day. So to my fellow YouTubers, don't you hate when you don't turn the mic on? I always do that shit. I just leaving the parking deck. I know what? You better validate my parking. But I'm super excited to see the storefront. I think she's outside waiting for me. So super excited to see her. I haven't seen her in a while. I think it's over here. I think, or did I pass it? Because I know the SunTrust building right there, and she's right across. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I haven't been downtown in a while either. For real. Don't look no different though. I was just like, yeah, I see you doing big things right across the street from SunTrust. So we're in front of SunTrust, and it's to my understanding that she is over there. Let's see that? I think, yep, she's sitting right in her office. I wonder if I can like close so y'all can see. I wonder if y'all can see it like so loud! We about to head across the street. I don't want to get hit by a car, but we're about to head across the street and yeah, this thing underway.
No.
This is the tour. Everybody at Talisha.
Alright. This is my dance studio. We still working on it, okay? Got the kitchenette.
Right, kitchen, gotta eat, you know what I'm saying?
This another office right here. We gonna need this chair.
Oh, that's cool. Got a little, inside office. That's dope.
Yeah.
Right. It's all coming together.
Yeah, the reason there's no furniture in here yet because I really don't know what to do.
Figure it out.
What goes where? Who goes with who? This is the domain.
Right, you'll get a little.
Above us is an apartment complex, so you already know.
Right. I already know what time it is. This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
All right, y'all. So I told you I needed help with this whole like advice thing, and we talking about building your own business because at the end of the day, you don't want to work for somebody for your entire life. So I had to bring in some help. I had to bring in the OG. I had to bring in my former supervisor, Talisha Birdsong. Now we have like she's become really close to me in a very short period of time, which is very surprising to me because I usually don't like supervisors. So because I don't like working for other people, but she's definitely become like a big sister to me. And when it comes to this business thing, right now we're sitting in her storefront. And make sure you stick around to the end of this video so that you know how old she is. It's gonna blow your mind. So, hey, Talisha.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. And how are you, ma'am?
Man, I'm good.
Life of an entrepreneur, right?
I'm good, yeah.
So what I'm gonna get you to do is explain to the people, just tell them a little bit about yourself, how you got started, what type of business this is, what are we sitting in right now, and then we're gonna go through a couple questions that I think a lot of people may want to know, and we're gonna go from there. Cool.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it. Well, hey guys, I'm Talisha Birdsong. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Music City, down south. That's what I'm used to, okay? I own a credit repair company and financial services firm. So we assist with tax preparation, business credit, personal credit, and that's credit repair and credit building, as well as any other financial services that you need. I'm also a business coach, so I assist with coaching people to scale their business, to grow their business, and to receive funding for their business. I've been doing that for about 3 years now, and I love it.
3 years, and like I feel like what really piqued my interest about what she does is the fact that she's in the community and she's helping people like you and me. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like you and me be able to build credit to the point where we're able to buy things we never thought we possibly could, cars, houses, or what have you. Because now credit looks like it's weighing a little bit more than money is, especially in the times that we're living in right now. So, with that being said, what made you choose the credit repair path? And then being a career coach.
So, credit repair was first, for sure. Let me turn this way, because listen, that was rough.
See, here's the tea.
I actually, being a kid, I didn't know anything about credit. My mom didn't teach me about credit. She didn't, nothing. Absolutely nothing. From finances, saving, you name it, it didn't happen. So one of the things that happened when I turned 18, once you become an adult, you're like, Mom, I'm grown. Right. Get out there. Every apartment you could think of that I could get before I got approved, I was in 4 apartments, evicted from all 4.
Oh, wow.
And what's crazy is the eviction, it wasn't like, we're going to throw your stuff out. It was, I left before they could. Right. Not knowing that there's repercussions from doing that. Every cell phone you can think of, I had. Every cable company, internet company you could think of, I had. When I didn't feel like paying, I didn't pay. Just boom. You know how we do. Move to the next one.
Move to the one. Exactly.
I got to a situation where I was ready to move for the 5th time, and I could not do it because they were like, "Ma'am, you got 4 evictions. How did that even happen?" Right. So I got to a point where I was looking up online how to find apartments that took evictions, and I'm like, this is harder than when I first started applying for apartments.
Right.
At that point, I started looking up how do you remove an eviction from your credit without paying it. That's when I found out about credit repair.
Oh, wow.
I started playing with it, sending letters on my own. I noticed that it was working. And then I got so excited with doing it, and I started doing it for family and friends, and boom, it became something that was a passion because I started seeing so many people getting things that they never thought they could get just by changing this number that we never knew about. So in return, that's what helped me get here. And the business coaching kind of it trickled from that, because now that I have a business, I'm learning how to work a business. I got it down packed. Let me teach somebody else how to do it. Right. And then boom, here birthed the business coaching and the Coach T, and it's just been going ever since.
Cool. Boss moves. That's awesome. It's crazy because I didn't even know that you could expunge something like that off of your credit report without even paying it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
See, she dropping some gems, y'all. I swear.
Listen, now don't do it, but you can. Don't try to go test it. But yeah, and what's crazy is I was amazed. Still to this day, I gotta be honest. I never paid them, and I haven't had an issue. So it was a crazy, amazing feeling because I felt like I was in charge. You know,
Right.
I have control over this. So you make your choice.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So like, we saw kind of, or you explained kind of the come up and how you went into one field into the other. But so was that transition hard? Like, what are some of the things you struggled with?
Man, I actually thought about this today. I think my biggest struggle was myself, confidence. Like, because they go hand in hand, it wasn't really difficult for me to even transition between the two, because people were like, hey, it started off with people asking, show me how to start a credit repair business. I think this is really beneficial to people in my community. And from there, I started teaching people how to open a credit repair business. I'm like, man, I really like this. People are making money. They're like really growing. And I started to open it up to other industries. And from there, it's like it just fell in my lap. I started doing it, and, just because I like to, educate people. And then boom, it became another passion.
Cool. Now, I feel like a lot of people think that you just kind of like wake up one day and it's like, boom, I'm an entrepreneur and I have a storefront and stuff like that. So how easy really was it for you to come from where you were to right here now? Because really people think that it's just, boom, you wake up one day and you got everything.
Then look, now I gotta talk to y'all.
Right.
Everybody's not meant for this, okay? You have to have a strong mind, a strong mentality, because it's not easy. And one thing that I won't do is say, hey, you can do it. It's easy to do. It's not. You gotta put in work. There's going to be long nights. There's going to be early mornings. There's going to be times you cry. There's going to be times you pull your hair out. And I've experienced all of those. I've experienced ready to throw my laptop, ready to throw my computer, throw my phone. But I think the biggest thing is knowing why you're doing it.
Right.
And that's what's going to help you, because let me be real. If it wasn't for my children, I probably wouldn't be right here. I had to, get my phone, pick up my phone, look at my wallpaper and say, I gotta keep going, because I tell my kids they can't stop. But it's not easy. Everybody may not be built for it. If you're not willing to if you can't work good with pressure, it's not gonna be something that you're gonna wanna do. You're gonna feel like you have to. But what I can say is, when it's something that you love to do, it's a lot easier than you just doing, just running a business because everybody else is doing it and you really don't like it. For example, me selling bundles. I don't like bundles. So
right, why would I do that?
Yeah, I know. So if I sell bundles, I'm not gonna enjoy what I'm doing. So it makes being an entrepreneur so much harder. But when you have a passion for it, you can sit in your room or in your office or wherever, in a library for 8 hours and let the time go by and you don't even notice, because of the fact that it's something you're enjoying doing. So.
Exactly. Thus, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe to that channel now.
Thank you so much.
Subscribe.
It's hard, but I love every second of it. What do you feel like are some of your biggest victories in all of this? I know we're probably sitting in one.
Yeah, man.
But do you have any other victories in mind?
Leaving my job.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Leaving my job. And let me say this. Not leaving my job because I hated my job. Leaving, just a little background. I watched my dad. Ever since I was born, my dad has been an entrepreneur. He's never worked for anybody.
Wow.
He had one time where his job told him he couldn't take off for Christmas. From that time forward, he's worked for himself.
Right.
I got to watch my dad get up when he wanted to. He go to sleep when he wanted to. He worked when he wanted to. If he want to go on vacation, he can. And I was like, I want to do that. Because he didn't miss a beat with me, because he was able to, make his own schedule. And I had always told myself, I said, that's what I want to do. And outside of just having this space to say, this is where my business is housed, being able to leave a corporate job where I was making somebody else rich, and be able to focus on how can I use what I learned there to make myself rich. I was at my job for almost 6 years. my very first and only corporate job.
Wow.
That's an accomplishment because
Very much so.
most of the time, if you start at 18 somewhere, you start at 19, 20, 21, when you first can get a job, you think about like, I can't leave here because this is how I pay my bills.
Right.
And that's been a major accomplishment for me because I was there for a long time.
Right. And I know we were having conversations about like how long you were there, what you've been through, you've seen just about everything happen in that company.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, it would be safe to say that equipped you for having what you've built already in this empire that you've built already. So that's awesome. Do you feel like all of it was worth it? Like the struggle, the victories, the peaks, the valleys? Yep.
Yeah. Look, to be sitting right here talking to you about, hey, you inspire me. I want to know more. That in itself it's like, man, you're an influence.
Oh, most
Wasn't
definitely.
expecting I just wanted to fix credit.
Right? Just want to fix credit.
I wasn't expecting to get here. I was cool with it, doing it in my living room. But to see how, things can change and elevate has been, I'm still in awe.
Right. I think, especially working for the company that we used to work for, just you being my supervisor and showing, or us building that relationship and building that rapport, I've seen what you've established, and you've talked to me a lot of times, and in every conversation would inspire me more and more. And I was just like, if I ever had a platform,
You didn't say that.
Right. Exactly. I said if I ever had a platform, I would definitely make sure that I did some type of Q&A just to kind of pick your brain a little bit, because as much as you inspired me, you've inspired a lot of other people, and that's the reason why you were one of the reasons I started this, because I want to work for myself. Simple. So and I want to have like maybe a studio one day where creatives can come in and be able to do YouTube, do a podcast, do art, barbering, whatever it is that you're creative and you do. That's what I want to open the doors open for. And this is where it starts. So
let me tell you something. Before you continue, one thing that I learned over the last 30 days is the power of manifestation. And change that one day I want to one day I will have.
this is true.
And every day that you get up, every day that you wake up, you say, one day I will have. Because just like with this space, I saw it online, I viewed it, I wanted it. But I wasn't confident that I could get it, because we're always our worst critic. And what I did was every day I parked on the opposite side of the street, and I stood at that door and said, this is going to be mine. I have never done that before. This is going to be mine. Manifestation is so important, because when you start to tell yourself, it's a mind thing, right?
Right.
You start to tell yourself, I'm going to have this. This is going to be mine. This is what my future is going to look like. It shifts your mindset. It shifts everything about what you're doing inside, because you're no longer desiring it, but you know you're going to get it.
You're going to get it, exactly.
And you're going to work towards knowing that you're going to get it. So shift your mindset. When I get my creative space.
This is true. So when I get my creative space, this is going to be open to all creatives in our city. So you must have read my questions, because I was going to be like, what advice would you give someone like who wanted to become an entrepreneur? Manifestation, people.
Yeah, and outside of that, understand your why. Just like I said before, between knowing what I wanted and knowing why I wanted it, that's how I got it. Because like you said, when we met, I told you what I wanted to do, what I was gonna do. And that's what I did. Because for one or two reasons, I'm not gonna keep sitting here and saying I'm gonna do something and watch myself not do it.
Right.
That's not gonna ever piss me off.
Right.
And then it's gonna piss everybody else off.
Exactly.
Well, you said you was gonna do it and you didn't. So you have to understand that you're your worst critic. Those moments when you get afraid that, oh, this is really big. Especially with us being in an era where there's a lot of social media, especially with you, like, having a YouTube channel. We look so much for people to comment and people to like. Don't worry so much about how many people are reacting or engaging with what you're doing.
Right.
Because a lot of people are only watching the consistency. Think about how many times you went to someone's social media, or you seen a store that you drove past 6 times before you finally walked in. It's not about what you said, it's about how consistent you are.
Exactly.
This person really wants it because I've seen them every time I've gotten on social media. Let me finally, engage.
Right.
So just understand that just because you feel like people aren't watching, or they're not seeing you, or they're not supporting you right now, it's the fact that you're staying consistent. You're building that confidence in yourself, and then you're creating a consistent streak for people to see that you really wanted to.
This is true, and that's what I tell a lot of my friends that like get discouraged, because a lot of my friends do YouTube as well. They get discouraged because they're like, this video didn't get a lot of views, this video doesn't, and I don't know why. And I was like, just be consistent. That's what I'm focusing on right now. It's just constantly putting out content, and eventually you gonna watch. You gonna watch.
So, and you're gonna watch every day. You're gonna have the notifications.
Exactly. Make sure to turn on bell for notifications for me, please. Thank you.
That's it.
So the moment we've all been waiting for. You ready? Talisha, you ready?
I'm ready.
Talisha Birdsong, how old are you?
I am 26 years old.
I thought you were 25. Were you saying
I just had a birthday now.
I'm older than her.
By this much. Just this much, okay?
This is a 26-year-old entrepreneur. We're darn near the same age.
We twins.
Right, exactly. So, and she has a storefront, a very functioning tax repair business, as well as, you said, business coaching, correct? As well as business coaching. So if you need to take tips from anywhere, especially my audience that's watching this, which I found out was like 20, 25, or 20, either 25 to 26, or it was like 25 to 35. So I found that out through YouTube analytics.
That's it.
Exactly. So the people that watch this need to watch this video. They need to watch this video. If you're thinking about building your own business, thinking about what struggles you're gonna have, thinking about how you're gonna get things done, this is the video to look at, and this is the go-to person as well. I'm gonna tag all of her information in the description below. So if you need somebody to fix your jacked up credit score.
I'm your girl.
If you need anybody to do your taxes, tax season coming up.
I'm your girl.
Exactly. If you need any business coaching, it's all going to be linked in the description below. Do you have anything that you want to leave the people with?
I do. Remember that you can be whatever you want to be. One of me and Avery's favorite sayings, and he's not going to remember this until I say it, is when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you become successful. That's E.T. That's Eric Thomas right
Eric Thomas for you.
That's it. You got to want it just as bad as you wake up every morning and you want to breathe. Despite all the shit you go through, listen. You're supposed to, because when things happen that shake you off and throw you off balance, it's because something great is about to come. So as those things shake up in your life, you just keep going, because you know that there's something on the other side that's going to really put you on the map. So just keep going. Keep going and stay consistent. That's when you're going to be successful, for sure.
This is true. And there's like one saying that you always used to tell me, and I can't remember it because it's like a tongue twister for me. It's like, speak what you seek until you seek what you say.
Speak what you seek until you see what you said.
There you go.
That's it.
Right there. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to my channel. Make sure you continue to support me. We're like getting this thing rolling. I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure, of course, you like this video. You share it with a friend. Tell your mama about it. And make sure you comment down below if you have any questions. I said earlier, comment down below if you want to start your own business, in 3 ways you're going to get that business up and running. Thank you so much, guys. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel. YouTube is hard, and I'm trying to help y'all out. Help me help you.
Help him help you.
Exactly. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, I see you when I see you. Hey!